Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 1. Having quite a lot of fun with this mod pack. I've always enjoyed the various Sky Factory / Skyblock maps. And this one is no different. So, what have I been doing? Well, I've changed my mob farm out. So I've now got mob fans around the outside edge. Okay, first I dropped the floor down. That was easier than raising the ceiling. So I dropped the floor down by a block. So it's now 3 blocks high. I put mob fans around the outside ring that are blowing inward. And then at the center are mob mashers, which are these big spinny... Let's just go up there and we'll just take a look. All right, so you see I've got the mob fans set up. They're blowing into the middle. And then in the center there, I've got those nice, mashers that just spin around and take out the mobs that spawn on top of them. The nice thing with these is that they do actually count as player kills. So any player-specific drops, you will get with those. I also changed the shape of it a little bit because my mob fans only extend out yay far, so that this little corner right here was an area where the mobs could just gather and they wouldn't actually get pushed into the little killing zone there in the center. Then underneath it, obviously I've got the shaft is gone now. I've got an absorption hopper, so this will pick up the items even through all the blocks, and then it exports it into this chest, and then I've got this item pipe. It sends it down to the bottom there, and then the same thing for the experience. This will grab the experience orbs, and then it'll send it down, and they both go all the way down here. And the items end up in these chests right here. Let's see, I've currently got a bunch of stuff in here. I've had the lights on in the farm up there for a while now, but there's enough dark spots, especially with the floor being lowered, that things will still occasionally spawn. So even though I've cleaned this out a few times, you can see that, we've obviously had some creepers in there. We've had a bunch of endermen, some spiders, skeletons, and so on. But that's not a big deal. And then the XP comes down this way. Buzz. And as you can see, the XP comes down. It originally was going into this tank, and then the tank was just filled up instantly, basically, because it doesn't hold that much. It only holds like 16 buckets or something. So I added these black hole tanks, but unfortunately, as this is 1.16, the black hole tanks are now kind of limited. There's different tiers of black hole tank. So the really good one is really hard to make. Like, it requires netherite scrap and is not exactly easy to build. So I've just got 3 of them set up. These 2 down here are full. This one's mostly full. I've got a singularity drain, so I can actually drain away the XP that I've got. My villagers are going crazy. And then we've got a tap here so that I can get XP when I need it. So that's the mob farm. Changed that out. You've seen the villager breeder. Nothing's changed there. My villager trading hall. I've added a couple more villagers. I've got some more librarians in here. So we've got this guy that'll do unbreaking, and he's got life leech here. He needs to get zombified a few more times. You touch, which was a pain to get. You actually need to get zombified. That's my original one you've seen already. I got a farmer here. I didn't realize that this is how you get the thermal series crops. But the actual idea behind this was if I can get golden carrots, that might be a little bit better than the roast chicken that I've been running off of for a while now. A mason here who likes making the very strange stonecutter sounds. Even though, for some reason, this mod pack has it renamed to a bench saw. I don't understand that. But we were gathering bricks for this guy. And as you can see, I've zombified him once. I was hoping that this deal would get better with the brick, but apparently it doesn't, because it only affects this side. And it's already 1 emerald for 10, so... oh well. The only thing over here with the storage that I've done is I added a drawer controller to make it a little easier to throw the items in. As well, I've added a couple more upgrades to the actual drawers themselves. I still haven't gotten the forester set up. I'm not sure how I want to do that. I think what I'll end up doing is just taking a chunk of this area here laying dirt out in the entire thing and then just letting the forester run wild in it. The beehives, I was working on changing it to a different design, but unfortunately the design doesn't fit in the space that I have available because my house is too close. So I intend to change these two over to that design because I've got plenty of space going out that way. My mystical agriculture crops, as you can tell, I've gotten quite a few. I've gotten some diamond seeds going now, dye seeds because I needed different colors. I finally got emerald seeds up and running, and we've got dirt going like crazy. And the reason why I have so much dirt essence growing and like none in the chest here is because I'm working on that. I did it, guys. I built a village. Well, I built most of a village. So this area over here is coming along nicely, actually, I think. I've got a nice farmhouse right here. Some beds in there. I had an upstairs to it where I actually had the beds upstairs, but the villagers kept getting stuck upstairs. Like they couldn't figure out that you got to walk all the way around to get down the stairs. They kept trying to go just across. And you can't go that way because it's only 1 block high space. Anyway, I've got these little houses here. They are undecorated. Just a bed inside them for right now. In fact, this one's even missing a door that I still haven't gotten a door for this. But you can kind of see what these look like on the inside. They're pretty boring. I've got some plans to spruce them up. Got our villagers having their meetings. You know, through a bell right here in town square. So that they would gather here because they were gathering over here and I didn't want them to gather here because there's too much over here already. We got a church. I haven't put anything inside it. I haven't been doing interiors, basically. I've been doing exteriors. Interiors are still a ways away. But this is a church. We'll throw a brewing stand in here at some point so we get a cleric. This fenced off area here is planned to be a cemetery. And I was really hoping that there were craftable graves in this, because I know when you die, you leave a grave behind. And I've seen some versions of grave mods where those graves are actually craftable and you can use them as decoration. But it doesn't seem to be the case in this pack. So we'll have to figure out something else to make some decent-looking graves. And it's getting dark. But, and you probably noticed that, especially over there, there's not a whole lot of lighting. But this little island is not actually that dangerous because inside the half-built tree right here is a megatorch. So this right here is the exact center of this island, as you can probably tell from the mini-map. And the megatorch prevents hostile mob spawns in 64-block radius. So 64 blocks that way, 64 that way, 64 that way, and 64 that way. No hostile mobs. This platform is 32 blocks in each direction. And it's more than 32 blocks away from my actual island base over there. So I don't have to worry about it interfering with anything over there. But it also means that I can do fun things with dark spaces, like over here. And I don't have to worry about having this be full of mobs all the time. And of course, we've got foxes. Hi, fox. So we got a well here. We got the farmland over there. It's pretty good. It's coming along. I've got some more work to do on the church, and obviously I've got to finish this tree. Trees are very difficult, I've found, at least for me to build. So I know there's a few YouTubers, few creators that have how to build tree tutorials. I might end up having to look at a couple of those and see if I can't figure something out. But yes, that is where my dirt has been going because, as you can probably guess, that's a lot of dirt. And underneath the houses and buildings is just cobblestone, because that would be a waste of dirt. But the rest of that is all the grass is all hand-placed dirt. That is what I have been doing between episodes. The project for today... Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show you guys. I've got a new skin. Fancy. And in case you're wondering and not really sure what the heck is going on with the ears and particularly the ears. There's also a tail, but you can't really see it. I guess you can if I do that. This is a mod that I didn't know existed until it was told to me by a friend of mine, the same person actually who made the skin. It's a mod called Ears, and you change your skin, and it actually you include like the ears and the tail and everything in the skin, and then the mod can take that extra skin data and actually add it to your character. So I'm not really sure how it works, but it does, and it's awesome. It's also around on like almost every version of Minecraft and every Minecraft loader. So you can probably expect to see me using this skin for going forward for now. The plan for today, I got all my stuff, is to take these two shulker boxes right here, which you can see have some materials in it, and we're going to go into the nether, and we're going to build ourselves a magma cube farm. Let me grab these, and then we're going to go ahead and head on in to the nether. Alright, so I think the first thing that I really want to do is I do want to go over and explore that a little bit. And that's the other nice thing is that I made this anti-gravity charm, so now we can just walk Holy crap, look at all the mobs. I'm getting like frame rate. And I'm about to die. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Ooh, okay, that is, woo, that's nasty. Like, I don't have a solution for that. Yeah, like, you can't even get close to it because there's so many mobs. We are not going to mess with that. So, yeah, we're just going to go with our original plan. We're going to build ourselves a magma cube farm. But, given the ridiculous nature of the mobs that spawned, I think we're going to do a couple of things first. The first one being that I'm going to make myself a Megatorch. Because while I do want mob spawns in my farm, I don't want them while I'm building the thing. And I have a feeling that if I don't do something to stop them, then I'm going to end up getting swarmed by monsters while I'm building it. So we're going to make ourselves a Megatorch that we can take with us. The other thing that we are also going to need that I didn't think of until just now is we're going to need an angel block. And hopefully it'll actually work. I actually made one of these before. And it just straight up vanished on me. Like, I placed it and it just disappeared. It didn't even place. Alright, angel block, yeah, and it gives us this nice little highlight of where it's going to be placed. So if I click, okay, it actually placed. And then we can place other items against it or on it, however we need to do that. And we did get it back. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. And before we do that, and wander off like a dingus, because I absolutely will not be able to find it if I don't mark it. But we're going to mark. So we're going to go... Let's just go this way. And what we want is a basalt delta. There we go. Basalt delta. So this should be good right here. So we'll put down the angel block, and then we'll put the mega torch on top of it. And the mega torch there will stop anything from spawning while we're building it. And we shouldn't be too close. There's a fortress right there, I can tell. There's probably a lot of fortresses actually around here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here, right, because the fortress is that way. So, ooh, this goes out of the delta though. Okay, so we might have to go this way with it. Yeah, we'll go that way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place down some blocks like this. And then I'm going to work on this. We're just going to build a platform. Basically, I'm going to cover it with some glass so that we don't get ghast spawning. And then we're going to put the mob fans down. See, I've got some mob fans. I've got a mob masher, some mob mashers, and we're just going to run them and basically just shove them, use the fans to push them into these mashers, and we'll kill them, and then we'll use the absorption hopper to clean up all the items and everything that we do. I was going to build like an actual vanilla style farm, and then I realized we have mods and like we don't need to do all of that. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back in once we get that built. So see you in a little bit. Alright, Magma Cube Farm is up, and as you can see, it is working. We're getting magma cubes spawning on the platform, and then they're getting pushed up against the mashers just like I planned, and they're dying. So let's go on down there and take a quick look at what we're doing. Let me just make sure my anti-gravity ring is still active. I don't want to fall to my death, because I'm pretty sure that fall will kill me. Yep, so we come on down here, and we can see I've got the absorption hopper set up. Oh, interesting. So I'm going to need 2 more drawers, it looks like, because we're getting a couple more items, but not too much. So we got 29 magma cream so far. This has only been running for a couple of minutes. We've also got 5 of these basil shards. So apparently they can spawn in this area as well. And then, of course, we've got a couple statues and some more life essence. So I will pop back to the overworld and grab some more drawers for these additional drops. But otherwise, you can see how it is set up. We just have the mashers here. We've got the fans there. And then, of course, stone on the bottom and then glass all around so that nothing else can spawn. And very importantly, we have 3 blocks of open space so the magma cubes can spawn, but gas cannot. So I don't want gas in here. And then I've got the glass over the top to keep gas from spawning down underneath there, but we still have open spaces in case we need to. Woo, you see how well that works. In case we need to get down in there for some reason. And yeah, it'll blow you around pretty quick. And then we have the black hole tank to collect up some XP, so we can call this an XP farm, and the void to send the extra XP off. You know, get rid of it, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to AFK here for a while, and we'll collect up some magma cream, and then we'll go from there. Once we have enough magma cream, we can then start working on building ourselves an actual gold farm, and that is the point. That is why we're here. That's what we want. We want a gold farm, but we're going to need a lot of magma cream to do that. The other thing too is that one of the things that we can do with magma cream is if we throw it into one of these guys, we can actually get slime out of it, as well as blaze powder, which is always useful. So this might actually work as my slime farm, since I still am not having any luck with slime in the overworld. And there we go. We can see as soon as I move away, of course, we start getting spawns right away. And that's all we need. So I do want to upgrade the mashers down there. We can put sharpness on them to make them kill the slimes a little bit faster. We can also put fortune on it, or looting on it, so that we get some better drops, or at least some better drop rates. Both of those will be very important. Anyway, I'm going to stand here for a while, and we're going to generate some magma creams. Well, I'm going to stand here after I go back to the overworld and get those extra drawers, but you guys don't need to see any of that, so I will see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so we've been running the Magma Cube farm for a little while. I've already set up my centrifuge here, and I've got went ahead and set up a hopper here, and I've got a shulker box here with some magma cream in it, and what we can do is just pop that right there. This kicks on, and then that'll separate the magma cream into slime balls and blaze powder. So as you can see, I've already run this for a little while, and gotten an absolutely ridiculous amount of both. So hopefully this will be enough slime for refined storage, and I'm never going to need blaze powder. Just ever. I've also gone ahead and created myself a banner, because I like it, and you can't stop me. I made a shield, too. This part of the video has no point. But with the slime now being generated, we can start working on refined storage. So this is everything for refined storage and a little bit of refined pipes as well, because they both start with refined. But in order to get just a basic, what is a storage block versus a disk drive? Anyway, to get this going, I'm assuming this works a lot like Applied Energistics, where we're going to need to start with this controller, and it looks like we have to put power into the controller. So to that end, I have set up a geothermal generator over here with, you can see there's a cobble generator underneath it, so it's producing cobble into the, turning it into lava, and then into the geothermal generator to make power. And yeah, we're gonna let's just build. What am I building? I'm building a controller. Let's just build the controller. All right. I have literally nothing for the controller. Let's start with the machine casing. Quartz, enriched iron, and stone. Quartz enriched iron is really easy. It's 3 iron and another quartz. All right. And some stone. Stone. All right. Machine casing. There's a machine case. Now we are in need of some silicon and the advanced processor. Why did I hit that button? So the silicon we get by smelting nether quartz. So while I've been working on a few other things and kind of waiting for resources to generate and stuff like that, I've also made a few more changes around here. One of them that I did is, in order to get the higher tier cobble generators, you need the higher tier compressed cobble. And rather than having to do it myself, where I basically just had a chest sitting here that was getting filled up, and then I just, back and forth, and it was boring and took forever, I'm using storage drawers. So cobblestone comes into here. It gets compressed up to the ×3. The ×3 then gets piped out into here, where it then becomes eventually the times whatever that top one is, ×4. And then from the ×4, there's another pipe back here that'll take it, put it into here, where it becomes, eventually the ×6. And then the ×6 will eventually get piped out of here, but I haven't actually made any of those yet. So, but that is a much easier way of getting all the cobblestone, all the compressed cobblestone going that I need. Plus, these 4 storage drawers here are going to be able to hold so much more cobblestone than I would ever be able to hold in a chest. We made some silicon. So now what we need is the advanced processor. So in order to get the advanced processor, we need to make a raw. We need... So I need a processor binding, string, and some slime. Fortunately, we've got lots of string. Is that really what, is the basis of refined storage, is just slime and string. All right, advanced processor. Processor binding. Now I need a diamond, which I may not actually have, because I spent a lot of my diamonds on something. I don't remember what. Let's see what we have in here. Yay. Diamond. Now I just need a redstone. Redstone. All right. Raw advanced processor. Throw that into the smeltery. I don't know that I need it often enough. All right, and there is a refined storage controller. Oh, we got an advancement. What is this? Just craft controller. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pop the controller down right there. It does get some power. Interesting. I don't know what all this means. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to work on that a little bit more in between episodes. Try to get at least a basic refined storage system set up. Work on getting, all of these chests that I have everywhere moved into the refined storage system. Get these storage drawers at least linked to the system, if not actually moved into it. We'll see. But like I said, I will do some research on how refined storage works, and I will work on getting that all set up. In between this episode and the next one, there's also an idea that has just occurred to me that I should probably set up a mob farm on one of those fortresses in the Nether. I can get blaze rods that way. And that has been like the biggest limiting factor, as you can probably tell. I've made a few more of these various curios or whatever they're called. I also found a couple in popped into another fortress briefly. Put down a mega torch on the Nether fortress. Left, came back after everything had despawned, looked around a little bit, managed to find a couple of them, not, anything that's super amazing. I thought this one, it says plus 10% speed. I thought that meant it would make me move faster, but apparently it's the haste effect, because I now have the haste effect on me, which has also caused me to make this guy, which turns off those potion particles. I also went ahead and made an antidote and void charm. This one will stop me from getting poisoned. Nothing has actually poisoned me yet, aside from the witches falling out of my mob farm. Yeah, but just in case. However, I have died to the void a lot. and as you can tell, a couple of them have been kind of recent. Every single one of these deaths is the void. Every single one is because I've fallen out of the world. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I die a lot. So I made the charm, so hopefully that will save me the next time that I fall out of the world. But the next one that I would really like to make is this fire charm, but as you can see, it requires blaze rods. I don't have blaze rods. I've got lots of blaze powder. I've got more blaze powder than I know what to do with. But I have no blaze rods. So, but I think what I'll do is I'll that fortress that's right there next to my portal, I'll set up a mob farm there and get that going, and that will hopefully get me some blaze rods out of that, as well as wither skeleton skulls and a few other goodies here and there, depending on what spawns, because I'm not actually 100% sure what all is spawning in the fortress, because there's just so much over there. But we'll work on that a little bit. I'm going to work on that between episodes, because it'll be just kind of boring for you to watch. Yeah, I'm trying to think, and I think that's pretty much going to cover things for this episode. I'm going to work on the refined storage system between episodes. I'm going to work on that mob farm between episodes. I will probably see about setting up a gold farm as well, because again, gold is kind of a limiting factor for me. The seeds do not produce it quickly enough. for what I need it for. Make sure that you're hitting that like button here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more episodes coming out in the future. Remember that I am also streaming on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to catch some live hijinks with me, head on over to my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/SillySnowfox. And make sure you hit the follow button over there. If you can't catch the videos on Twitch, if you can't catch the performances live, you will always be able to see them here on my YouTube channel. A couple of days afterwards, you can watch and enjoy everything there. So I hope you find something to enjoy, to entertain yourself. I hope you are enjoying this series as much as I am. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful time. See you next time. Happy Minecrafting.